I need to have a little rant. I couldn't get to the vet in time to get the kitten milk replacer on Friday, so I went and got this. I've been using it since 2012 when this is about the third or fourth time where I've gotten a tiny, tiny kitten on a weekend, and this was all that's available to me in my tiny little town. So the first thing that I saw was that it's 98% lactose reduced. It needs to be 100%. Cats are 100% lactose intolerant. And yes, this product is made for 2+ months, but it doesn't matter what age the cat is. All cats are 100% lactose intolerant. And then in the ingredients, there were some things that were concerning. Let's start with the mono and diglycerides. That is the worst preservative that you could put into any foods. I won't buy foods that, even when I look at loaves of bread in the store, I will not buy something with mono and diglycerides in it for myself. And then the malt extract, vegetable oil, and corn syrup is pretty much white chocolate. So their phone number and website are on the container. I'm going to reach out to them. I would very much like for them to provide me with whatever research was done on this product before it hit the market. And I would like to ask them to consider removing the mono and diglycerides and selling this in the refrigerated section. And depending on what kind of response I get from them, I might also reach out to a university and ask if they would be willing to do some testing on this to see what's really in it and if it really is safe for cats of any age. Because at this point, I could only safely recommend you give this to a cat that isn't going to live much longer anyways. You know, you've got a 20-year-old cat and it's all skin and bones, fine. But until I can get more information from Whiskas themselves, I would highly recommend that everybody avoid this product. Um, and just this product, Whiskas, every other product of Whiskas I've ever used, I mean, if I hadn't read the box, I wouldn't even know. But it's leaving me with too many questions to safely say that I could recommend this to anybody else, even just as a treat, until we can know for sure, because there's been a lot in the news lately. Look at that protein, those protein powders that were being sold turned out to literally just be cake batter. So I'm concerned that there could be something like that going on here, that they've just gotten leftovers from other companies and mixed them together. Because a lot of this stuff isn't federally regulated, and the dairy symbol isn't even on here. And if it was actually made with real milk, the dairy symbol, I know it's pet food, but the dairy symbol should be on here. So don't stop, buying Whiskas or anything like that, but definitely let's do some more research onto this specific product before we continue giving it to our furry friends.